I ever want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. I'm fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit, watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, look to the friends. Run it back when I told the right. Hey, I told him I'd be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Pass, done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's all up next.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rudolph going to throw it to start out. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed. Defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Rolling to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Steeler first down with a pickup of 11 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They go play action with Trubisky. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike, and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person
looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll buy some time right. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. Powering his way forward. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. So we've come upon halftime. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl. Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra also... Oh, wide open, complete! Boom! Still fighting for tackles. Touch. Will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful. They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that can make this a three-possession game. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they fake the jet sweep there, and a run instead with Harris. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays. Here's Trubisky to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You call games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action.
Right, set.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Touchdown. Jack Stoll from 21 yards away. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And this throw will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now out come the Steelers. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of have this scenario, like what feels good to you or what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.